Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you update what's going on at the garage. So 1969 Mercury Cougar, we have both aprons, engine compartment aprons in on the front end, and they came out really nice. Looks really good, everything fell right into place the way it's supposed to. All of our welds look nice all the way around. Even on this side, you can see how nice all the welds look. And it looks like we were never really here. Now, the reason I do the welds from the inside on these cars is because when you weld them, they leave big bulges. And normally you would have to, if you look right here, when you plug welds, you see these big bulges. It takes away from what the car should look like from the factory. So normally you would have to make all your plug welds and then go in and grind all those plug welds down. Make them almost flat, make them look perfect. Well, it takes away because if you look, you see how like right here we have the nice little thing. Well, if you look right there, same thing. So we're trying to keep it looking pretty close to original. It also saves a lot of time. If you figure it takes about an hour to grind all those welds down and then make it look nice and then dress everything, so this way you can't tell where the welds were. So that one's going to take an hour, this one will take an hour, that one probably take a little over an hour because you have to get into a confined space down in here, so it's going to take longer to do that. So you figure an hour for that one, an hour for this one. That's 4 hours we just saved. 4 hours. That is a lot of time. When you consider how much we're gonna have to do on this car, that turns out to be a ton of time all the way throughout the car. Because remember, we still have the floor on this side that has to be done. We still have the rockers that are gonna have to be done on this. We also are probably going to have to do, especially on the the passenger side, the rear quarters, fronts and rears. I don't know what it looks like over the arch, but that doesn't look too bad. So there's going to be a lot of time, especially being that this is a Cougar convertible. It's not a Mustang. You cannot get the rockers for this car. They are just not out there. So what we have to do is we have to get 2 sets of Mustang convertible rockers. And then we take the 2 sets, we cut one set in half, and then we add 3 inches to it because the Mustang is 77 inches from front to rear on the rocker, and the Mercury Cougars are 80 inches front to rear on the rocker. So you have to make them longer. If they were to be made shorter, it wouldn't be a big deal. You just cut them down, weld them back together. This one, we have to cut them down, and then we have to add a piece into it, weld it, and then get it all dressed and make it look like we never did anything. So it's quite a lot of work when you talk an hour here, an hour there. By the time you get finished with a restoration, you will easily have anywhere from 100 to 500, depending on the restoration, hours into it easily. This car is going to be, I can't even tell you how many hours it's going to be, but it's going to be a lot. And if you're knocking off an hour here, an hour there, 4 hours right here, if we can knock off a couple of hours down there doing something to save time, I will. I don't want to skimp on anything, and I don't want to give him a half-ass job, but I also don't want to spend all of his money. I would like to try and get to save some of his money. And what I was talking about on the right side rear panel, if you look right here, there's supposed to be a nice crown right in here. Well, as you can see, it goes from this angle straight down. Look at that, see? It's straight. Now if we go to the driver's side and we look, see the crown that it has in it right here? It has that beautiful little crown right there. And you can really see it right over here, how it's not straight. And if we look at it from back here, you can see it has a crown in it. It doesn't go corner and then straight down. It has a little bit of an indent right there. Now, this one doesn't have it at all. And I showed you once before on this one, all of the rivets that were in the trunk. So we know that there's at least a couple of gallons of body fill there. Now, body fill isn't supposed to be used like that. Body fill is just there for a slight skim coat to fix any imperfections in the metal. So yeah, we still have a lot of work. And then you can look down the door and you can see it's had some work done to it. So we're not sure what we're gonna run into when we get to the door. So yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into these cars, and we love doing it. So there you go, long video, sorry we keep you going, but have a good one, talk to you soon. Have fun, okay, bye.